Hey y'all, so I'm here. I finished seeing my patients with job number 1, and now I'm driving to Rhode Island to do job number 2. Anyway, so I wanted to do a quick TED talk with y'all. So while I was at the airport in Atlanta, let me turn this a little bit, in Atlanta, on my way coming back home, I saw this lady that had this small dog, in the carrier. And so we started talking, and I was like, oh, you came all the way to Atlanta to get the dog? So she said, yeah, I have a business where I breed dogs, and I wanted to get another female, and the only person I trust that's reliable is this person in Atlanta. And I wanted to make sure I get a certain dog with a certain temperament that matches my dog at home's temperament. And the type of dogs that I want to breed, I want them to have a certain type of temperament as well. And I was like, so I said to her, it's so funny that you're putting so much thought into even the temperament of the dog and the temperament of the dog that you plan to breed. But many times as humans, we have children with people, and we don't give that much consideration to who we're going to have children with. Their genes that we're going to pass on to them, their temperament, different things. Like, for example, sometimes you might have had a guy that had a bad temper or has a bad temper, and your child never grew up around him, or maybe never even met him. But regardless of how you're trying to raise your child, you see your child displaying the same bad temper, and you're like, where did you get this from? It's innate in him, or in her, that it was passed down. So it's just something that I think that we need to pay attention to. I know sometimes life happens and you just end up having a baby with someone, unplanned, or who you thought they were. But I think that we have to kind of be careful and, maybe sometimes do genetic testing and really study and think about who you're going to have your child with. Because, that really will determine their future. That will determine a lot of the challenges that they might face, or things that you should prepare yourself for. For example, if, depression runs in their family, you need to be equipped with the skills to support your child that's going through depression. Sometimes it's situations that make people depressed, and other times it's a genetic makeup or a imbalance that they have. So that's my little TED talk for today, y'all. The importance of trying as much as possible to be selective about who you choose to mate with, who you choose to parent with, co-parent with, have a child with, do life with. Really important.